Yo, 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 it's me, man, Double H half up. Guys, welcome to part 2 of this Q&A where I answer your questions. So how do you send in a question? It's pretty simple. You head to the official website, halfhopefootballhot.com. You scroll down to the contact us, you put in your name, you put in your email, and you put in the question that you want answered, and your boy here, Double H half hope, will answer it for you. So without further ado, let's get stuck in. Thanks, guys, for the questions. Thanks, guys. I love these questions. Hamza Al-Riza. Assalam alaikum halfup. Alaikum salam, my dear friend. What do you think about Dortmund's future? They haven't won a league game in 5 games, and Arsenal just got their scout, who found Lewandowski, Gundogan, and Hummels. Dortmund are in a decline. It's sad. It's unfortunate, but that's the reality. Dortmund were one of the sexiest teams to watch. I remember them under Klopp. They were amazing. I mean, this was a team that had a peak Lewandowski, a peak Götze, a Gundogan who wasn't getting injured, a Marco who wasn't getting injured, a Hummels. This team was tight. A peak Kagawa, and Kagawa was at his best. It was an incredible team. Barros, the Paraguayan striker. So it is sad watching how they've fallen down. But the only people to blame are the board. The future is not good for them. They keep on selling their best players. I mean, they just sold Dembele again. You're not arguing with your manager, hence why Tuchel got sacked now. Bosch, he's not going to probably get sacked. They've not won in their last 5 games. It doesn't look as if there's a lack of confidence. And I look at Aubameyang's body language, and Aubameyang, he was now disciplined because some stuff was happening behind the scenes. Things are not good here. I'm looking at the body language of the players, and you can just see that there is a lack of belief in what they feel that they should be doing. Hence why I just think, you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is. It's over. It's over for them. It's just going to be darkness. It's going to be darkness, and they're just going to keep on going on the side because the management, the structure, the organization of this team just isn't boding too well. It isn't boding too well. So, yeah, man, it's sad because Dortmund could have been a really good team, but if you sell your best players, you don't really support your manager and your coach, this is what will tend to happen with you at the end of the day. Let's go through. Next question. Pizzaluzzo at iscali.it. How about Adriano, who ruined his career drinking day in, day out, and becoming an armchair alcohol addict? I remember his outstanding free kicks and his screamers from 40 yards. His excellent long-range shots matched with a strong physical strength and good stamina. Might he have become a world-class player had he not drunk so much? I reckon he could have become the real Brazilian guy to take Ronaldo's legacy, and I consider him even better than Neymar in 02 to 05 year span before he threw his talents in the dustbin. I remember Adriano. And let's talk about Adriano at his peak. Adriano at his peak is not doing what Neymar is doing. And Adriano would have never been able to come even close to Ronaldo. No way. Okay, that's not happening. Because I remember Adriano. Cause I think this funny story about Adriano is that I remember the Pro Evo game that came out during Adriano's peak for Inter Milan, where literally, if you would shoot from anywhere with Adriano, it would at very least get on target. And it would not only get on target, the keeper would always par it. So his shot on the game was ridiculous. And in real life, it was pretty crazy. But again, it's the issue with Brazilians. You look at Robinho, maybe you look at Ronaldinho a bit as well. And you just say, like, for these Brazilians, they do like to party. And it's unfortunate that they're unable to keep their focus and be able to actually take their career seriously, which is what Adriano was unable to do. He was unable to take his career seriously, because I think if you're taking it seriously, never reached Ronaldinho's peak. It's probably same thing with Robinho. He may have probably reached Rivaldo's stature. So it's again same thing with Papalatelli. Talent is one thing, but you have to put in the hard work. But again, don't put him on Adriano with Neymar's level. Nah, don't. Paul Tokjan. Hi HH. How do you think Liverpool should play? 4-3-3 isn't working. What's the best formation possible with the squad we have? And what do you think will happen when Liverpool meets Chelsea on Saturday? 4-3-3 does work with a good defense. Simple as that. 4-3-3 does work with a good defense and a stronger midfielder. Henderson isn't that guy. Henderson needs a stronger, more accomplished midfielder beside him. And you've got two clowns in central defense. You put two great central defenders for Liverpool and a dependable guy over a Moreno. 4-3-3 is great because 4-3-3 works very good for Liverpool's attack, especially with the way that Coutinho, Mane and Salah really break from midfield. So 4-3-3, it works a charm. It works a charm. So there is no issue in that thing. The issue with Liverpool isn't a tactical formation thing. It's a personnel thing. It's a personal thing, and until they address that, that's they're going to have these issues. And I think I've already put out my preview for Liverpool Chelsea. I'm going with a 1-1. I'm going with a 1-1. I mean, you'd say Liverpool, could they squeeze a win potentially? Could they playing at home? But I'm going to stay with a 1-1. All right. Nicholas. Hello, HH. As you may know, I am a Real Madrid fan. Well, now I know. If you don't mind, I would like to ask you a question regarding the management of Zidane. Do you think Zidane is making himself a problem by supporting favoritism over individual form? When Benzema came off, there was a rejuvenation and expectation to win the game in the last moments. Before, when given a chance, we saw Asensio, Theo Hernandez, Ceballos, and even Mayoral performing very well and outperforming Marcelo and Toni Kroos. Concerning Benzema, I've stood by him when he was criticized over the years due to his form and off-the-pitch antics, but it has come to a point where he needs to be sold. Strikers are dying to play for Real Madrid and give their all. Do you think he will be sold, and who could potentially replace him? And your thoughts on Christina if he's subject to favoritism as well? I'm very worried because players will leave very soon, like Morata and James, if they are not given a chance. Thanks, HH. Keep up with the good work. So with Real Madrid, put it this way. Let's just get real now. This is a case of where Zidane has to be a manager. That may sound obvious to you. I'm like, yeah, he's a manager, so that's what he does. But no, let's try and look at that word manager. You have to manage a situation. And when you're a manager, you've got to be transparent. You've got to be open to change. And a lot of issues and problems that some managers have is they like to be very dogged. They have their favorites. Because again, once you're with a group of players, you cultivate relationships. You are the people they are close to. He's obviously very close to Benzema. They are both French. They're both Algerian, or at least North African. So they're both North African French. So there's a shorthand that they both have. And once you have a player that you're close to, you will always give them chance after chance after chance. Because again, it's very different because we're human beings. It's very different when you have somebody who is your friend or who you're close to. And he's always been like a father figure to Benzema. But for Zidane, you've got to be real. Benzema doesn't warrant the amounts of minutes he's been given. He just doesn't. He's just not playing well enough. Asensio is far superior to Benzema right now. Asensio should be starting ahead of him. If it's a choice between Asensio and Benzema, Asensio should be playing every time because every time he's played and his performances have shown that he is far more better for Real Madrid and just individually he's just better than Benzema. So for Zidane, he needs to make that step and he has to make some tough decisions. And if he doesn't make these tough decisions, it's going to come back and haunt him very badly. So again, for Zidane, that's what he needs to do. And I think for Cristiano, he may come good, but is he on the decline? That's it for Cristiano, because you people are afraid to ask that question, that's whether he's on the decline. I think for Cristiano, there could be a case where he might be finally on the decline as a player. Next question. So this is from Callum. Hello, Half Hope. I've been watching your videos for a while now after it was recommended to me. Oh, who recommended my video to you? Or maybe it was just YouTube. Recently, I've also started listening to your Talking Tactics podcast as well. I wanted to ask if you have ever met your co-presenters, Danny T and Kalanka in real life, and how the Talking Tactics podcast came to be. Oh, it's a wonderful question. I might share that with my peeps. Actually, I want to just take a picture of this so I can send it to the boys. I've met Carl because Carl lives on the same planet as I do. I cannot reveal the planet that I live on, but Carl lives the same planet as I do. Danny T is in America. So because he's in America and I'm not in America, I've not really met him yet, but I'm hoping that we get to meet up soon. And how it started was actually Danny T. Actually, he used to be a member of the hangar that I do every Sunday, and I aim to do every Sunday. And he just reached out to me because he's a writer. He's a football writer, and he said like, "Yo, Double H, do you want to do a podcast?" So I was like, "Yeah, look, man, I'm always open to different ventures." I was like, "Yeah, sure, man. Why not? Let's go ahead and do a podcast." So I said, "Yeah, let's do a podcast," and that's what we did. So we went ahead and we started doing the podcast, week after week, and then it just grew to what it was. And then obviously Carl then came in. I think by episode 15 or 16, Carl came in, and then it's been going from strength to strength. So I think we're on like episode 72 or 73 right now. So yeah, man, that is how we do it, man. So yeah, and again, I think it's we have good camaraderie. Obviously, we argue. I like to get under Carl's skin, but again, that's just me. I'm an antagonist. But yeah, it's all good. It's all gravy, and we just hope and we're praying, fingers crossed, touch wood, that we can really get some interesting partnerships and really be able to put the podcast and take it to a much greater, bigger, influential audience. Thank you for that question. So maybe we'll do. Let me just see how many I have left. Okay. I'll do one more for this part, and then we can then do Max Akundov, my main man, who is okay, this is a big one. Okay, what's up, HH? My question this week is: how far do you see Marseille going in the Europa League, and do you think Steve Mandanda and Payet can carry them to the final? I don't know this is controversial. I know that Karim Benzema has been disappointing scoring-wise the last 2 seasons, including this, but overall, he's a great goal-scoring career. He's the Champions League's 5th highest goal scorer with 53 Gs, only 3 Gs behind Van Nistelrooy and Raul. Messi and Cristiano are the only ones ahead of him. That's an elite company. He's the highest scoring Frenchman in the Champions League and also the 4th highest goal scorer of all time in Real Madrid, with 183 goals, and is only 8 goals away from beating Ferenc Puskas for 3rd highest goal scorer in history of Real Madrid. My question is, wouldn't these stats class him as maybe a 2nd or 3rd tier legendary player? Nope. I wouldn't hesitate to put him in the class of Eto'o, don't do it, Drogba and Shevchenko, nope. At the age of 29, Benzema actually has around the same number of goals as these 3, maybe even a little bit more. We shouldn't forget about him at Lyon and how instrumental he was in their success, winning the league 4 times. I personally think these stats show what an underrated and underappreciated career he's had. Thank you for putting out the best footballing analysis, my brother. So for your question, Marseille, I don't think Marseille can get to the final. I think with Atletico dropping down, as well as Dortmund, I think it's going to get tricky. I think Marseille are going to be in and around there, but my eyes, I think the Italian teams could do really well. I'm looking at Lazio and AC Milan. I think Lazio and AC Milan could potentially make some serious noise. The thing with Benzema is that I'm not a stats man, and people keep bringing out these numbers and these stats as an argument to say, hey man, look, Double H, stop hating. Look at how good his stats are. That doesn't fly with me. I'm sorry, that just doesn't fly with me because I need much more than stats. As in, stats alone doesn't tell me how good you're playing as of right now. And I think for Benzema, it's always about what have you done for me lately. His performances from the past few months, even for the past year, have just not been good enough. You can't put him in the category of Shevchenko, Drogba, and Eto'o because these guys were just far more consistent. Eto'o, Drogba, and Shevchenko never went through such a bad rough patch as Benzema has been doing, and because of that, because they were always consistently playing at a very high level. Drogba still plays even now. Benzema just cannot get into that company, and numbers and goals alone just ain't gonna cut it. It's all about performance. Guys, it's the end of this part of the question. Watch for part 3 coming soon. Peace. Thank you for watching this video. Think about pledging and become a Half of Football Hot patron. Pledge an amount each month and gain access to exclusive videos from your boy, the Football Hot, for more analysis. Peace.